listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
What's up, everybody? We are back. The Mentality Show, episode 35 in the house. Everybody,
wow!
Wait. 35. That's
35.
Right. That's right. We have
That's 335, sir.
I'm sorry, 300.
Yeah. What's that? 35 weeks of show.
Yep.
We have missed not one damn show. We've been here every show for all our Mentalians out there.
Oh, yeah.
Just to represent. We don't care what, if it's holiday, somebody dying, if somebody can't make it. Unless I'm not here, the show must go on, okay?
God
the
damn,
show must
man.
go on. That's what's up.
hit by a car, raped in prison. We don't care.
We're still living over here.
He'll take that raped in prison.
Hey, I got to go ahead. We got a very special guest here today. I'm going to go ahead and introduce. Usually we introduce our guests about 5 minutes in, but this man here
I appreciate
is
it.
our number one, I would say our number one top guest we've ever had on the show.
Oh, that's nice of you.
And it's all true, and this man is a legend. He's performed all throughout the nation. I've been watching him since before I moved to California. I mean, back on BET.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? BET.
Comic View.
Comic View, yeah.
Yeah.
This man has been around for a long, long time.
23 goddamn years, man.
Goddamn years.
Listen. I was growing fucking pubic hairs and watching this motherfucker. So
23
he's
years,
been around
man.
for a minute.
This man got us all through puberty right here, man. Not saying he's that old or whatever.
I'm old as fuck. Oh, can I? Ooh.
No, yes.
Cuss your ass
Yes.
off.
Oh man, you can do everything but get
slipped
naked
up.
on the show.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Everything but get naked on the show.
But
right?
I'm about. Yeah, I'm old. I'm gonna keep it real. Like people try to act like they're real young. Nah.
Yeah. Don't look a day over
I am
35.
75 years old.
Damn.
75.
I look good for
Man, you
75.
look good for 75, man. You smell good for 75 too. I gotta say
Usually
that, too,
old
man.
dudes don't smell that good, but
You guys on some diapers by then.
yeah,
Shit.
I smell pretty good for 75.
No diapers here. No diapers.
No diapers. Oh man.
So we got our man. This is our man Shang. Give him a hand, everybody.
Welcome, baby.
Shang in the house.
There
baby.
it is.
That's what's up, man. He's a writer and performer on the syndicated TV show The News. That's NWZ.
That shit is canceled.
Oh, it's canceled. Okay. Well, hey, shit. You were a writer.
I
doing your
was
thing
a
on there.
writer, right? Was definitely a writer.
Originally from Brooklyn, New York. Now
No
lives
doubt.
here in California.
In Cali.
In
But
Cali.
For a long time. Been here for a long time though.
Been here for a long time.
Yeah.
But how many years have you been here?
20.
20 years. Oh, so you started out in Brooklyn and then moved here.
Yeah, but I was going
About
back
3
and
days.
forth a lot.
Yeah,
I wasn't solid, and I'm solid. I'd say Since my little one was born, I've been more solid.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, see,
That
just
changes,
like
man.
us,
That
man of a
changes.
certain age,
Yeah, it does
kids.
change. It does change.
Once you have kids.
Yeah.
Well, I have
mentality.
2 kids. I have a 21-year-old and I have a 10-year-old.
Wow.
And
Damn, you are old.
yeah, I'm old as hell, man.
Hey man, I'm in the same boat. So I have a 19-year-old and a 10-year-old. So
See?
Yeah.
So if I'm old, then he's we're
I'm
both
old.
ancient.
He old
then.
too. He old too.
He's
Bato
old
B
too,
is
yeah.
old as fuck. Yeah.
V's like, I ain't that old.
I know, right?
I'm old, but I ain't that old.
I was 12 when I had my first
Yeah,
child. So
see. I was 27, 28.
27, 28,
Yeah.
21. So you,
Yeah.
okay.
you're making the counts over here counting.
Yeah. About
I had to figure
Back
the
in,
math.
back in 65 and shit.
Yeah, no, I was
got back from
27,
Nam.
28, something like that. I forget how old, but it was a while ago.
Right.
He's grown now. He's a man. Cameron.
That's right.
Shout out to Cameron.
That's right.
Shout out to Xavier.
That's right, Xavier.
Xavier's not gonna listen to this.
You just have one, just one.
I have two.
Two
boys.
boys.
Yeah.
Two boys.
Yeah,
Okay.
boys.
Nice.
Got your
Who I-
hands full, man.
who
Hands full.
I love, but man, they trip.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know. I wish I could have sold them when they were. I didn't like when I didn't love them. When they first were little.
Yeah.
When I didn't, really wasn't. I could have sold them then, but now I can't.
Now they understand.
Yeah,
So
now,
they
I'm
were
at
cute.
that. Now I got to keep them.
Right.
But if I'd have been able to sold them, I would have sold them.
Right.
Yeah, I'd
You know,
have
we did a subject last week. We talked about this. The American Pediatric Society came out with this study that if you whoop your kids,
Yeah.
or put your hands on your kids in any kind of way, that they're going to grow up with all types of mental issues and anger issues and depression issues and things like that, just from spanking your kid.
That's why
this
I'm
is not
depressed.
putting them on a timeout and that type of punishment, but just a little tap here or there, or something like that. How do you feel about that?
You know
Sean?
what? As crazy as it sounds, because when I was young, I was frighteningly violent, like silly violent, and no, like unnecessarily. I was unnecessary.
Yeah.
But I think I've spanked Xavier twice
Yeah.
ever, and then my older son maybe once.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason it just with them. I should have knocked their ass out. Both of them deserve to be socked in the throat and pushed down some escalators. Like, I'm talking about the up escalator though,
Right.
because then the little dude falls like for about a day. But twice.
So you believe in corporal punishment?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. We all in agreement here, right?
I agree.
We
Yes.
all agree that
I just
every once in a while,
because
kid
of the
needs his ass
situation,
whooped.
I couldn't because of the custody thing, and it was like no corporal punishment, and so, but even before that, you know, and then one time I did, he kind of accepted it, like because he knew he was being an asshole,
Yeah.
and so he kind of accepted it. It was really weird that he was like, okay,
Yeah. Okay. I
deserve
fine.
it.
because if he'd have told his mom, it'd have been like, oh, well, Dad spanked me.
Yeah.
No, he knew how bad he was being.
Yeah.
My son is better now, but my son was a horror show. I mean, not my older one. Older one, super chill. I hang with him now. Like I double team a woman with him.
Yeah.
Like that's how cool my older son are like, let's both get this. Let's get this hoe. Let's get this hoe. Show her what the Forbes family could do, bro. But my youngest one, he was horrible for a long time. With me at least. He was bad, very bad.
And now
Like if Dennis Menace was possessed by the devil.
Damn.
He was that bad. And now I think as he's getting older, he's getting better. You know what I mean? But
it's funny, you know, we
he was bad, man.
In our
At least
past,
he was horrible to me, yeah.
In our past jobs, we worked with kids that, you know, troubled youth. I mean, we're talking about minors that, you know, did some horrible shit like, you know, murder, rape, and all that type of stuff.
Well, my son, if he could, he would have.
He would have. Yeah, but see, he had a strong father by his side to keep him out, who whooped his ass a little, you know, every once in a while to keep him out of that.
I mean,
shit, right?
I got on him, but I'm telling you, man, he wild boy. He was. He's so much better now.
He's so much better now. And would you attain that to you being in his life? Somebody who's having a strong father in his life?
I wouldn't say it's me.
Yeah,
I
his
wouldn't
mom?
No, not his mom, not
environment.
I think that him just realizing the bullshit, realizing the back and forth between me and her, and the reality of what was really going on.
Yeah.
That no, Dad really wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like I wasn't in his life. He was with me a week, then he would be her with a week. So So it's not like it was like, oh, Dad's nowhere around or that. So I think it's just him getting older and just going, you know what? Nah, that wasn't true.
Yeah.
That wasn't right. I can see that wasn't right.
Yeah.
So I think it ain't her, it ain't me, it's him.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is on it, like came to his own conclusions.
You know, you can raise, I always say this, I say this all the time, you can raise two kids the exact same way. One can grow up to be a doctor, the other can grow up to be a crackhead.
Yeah,
It's
one
crazy
could be
about
like scooping people's brains out and then fucking their skull.
yeah.
Damn. Like I'm just saying. Like one, you'd be like, oh man, he just helped these little kids across the street. And the other little, did he eat? He ate that motherfucker.
Yeah, he ate the motherfucker when he crossed the street.
He ate him.
That's funny, man.
Did you really cook him? Yeah. That motherfucker looked tasty.
Saying, so what made you decide? You've been doing comedy 23 years. What made you decide to get into comedy?
Yeah, a little bit longer. I had a work release program where it's like it's either comedy or you're gonna be in here with us. I bet some dude $50 that I'd get on stage. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he was like,
real?
man, you mad funny, you saying crazy stuff, and he bet me $50, and I was so broke. It was more like I didn't want to do it. It was more like I need this $50.
Right.
Does that make sense to me?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I wanted that money. And so I did it, and I did really well. And the owner's like, man, you should really think about doing this.
Wow, nice.
And then I was like, nah, fuck that. I ain't doing it. And then he called. I gave him my number. He said, no, man, seriously. And he called me like 3 times.
Wow.
Like, hey, come back down to the club.
Right.
I really think you should do this. And then I was like, nah. And then he come back down to the club. And then the third time I was like, fuck it, let me try it.
Wow.
And the third time I did it, and it went really well, and it went really well again. And I bombed about maybe 10 shows in.
Yeah.
Right.
I bombed, and when I bombed, that's when I was like, yo, I'm doing this for real. It made me mad. I was more mad, like, yo, I ain't bombing no more. So that's why I kept doing it, not because I was like into comedy.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, obviously I was, because that was 2
'cause you felt
decades
it when you
ago.
got-
Yeah, I mean, that's over 2 decades ago, and I'm still doing it.
You
So-
know, that's
When did it
fascinating.
become-
'cause-
when did it
go ahead.
become like I'm not gonna be getting a regular job and I'm not going corporate on them? I'm just doing comedy. When did it become like
A job.
it's like this is what I'm
Like
gonna
something
do.
fun.
Like this is
2
something I'm
years
not.
in.
Okay.
I was making it. I started doing my grind is so strong. Like Like if I was a postman, I'd be like the most grinding postman. Like I'm one of those dudes. Like
if you were a porn star,
I'd be the
get
best.
Balls deep.
I'd be balls deep.
Balls deep. Balls.
All the
Every
H's.
day.
All the H's on deck.
Catching all the
Yes.
H's. Catching all the
I'm here for work.
hepatitis.
I'm here for work again.
What about those 50 red things on your dick? Can you still
It doesn't
perform?
matter.
That's my job. That's what I'm here
It's
for.
my job. You wrap that bitch up, and I'm gonna show you what Smack Hammer does.
Oh shit.
That's my name. My porn name is Smack Hammer.
Hammer.
Smack Hammer.
Come in the room carrying your dick on your shoulder and shit like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
ready for work.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck these red little dots on my dick. I'm ready to wrap this shit up.
It's gonna be a good shoot today, Smack Hammer. Yeah. So no, that was the reason. That was the reason.
You said something a second ago that's fascinating to me. A lot of people, including myself, I've tried comedy out. I still dabble in it a little bit. But when you get a bad show or you get up there and you bomb, a lot of times that makes people want to quit. That makes them want to stop doing what they
total.
But that motivated you.
Man, it
You
made
know
me
what I
go.
mean?
I was like, and I was doing pretty good the first 2 minutes, and then I said something about Marion Barry. This is how long ago. Marion Barry, and I was making fun of the fact that he smoked crack and still was mayor.
Right.
And there was about 50 people from D.C. in the audience who were huge Marion Barry fans, so they just turned on me, and then it went from like me getting a whole bunch of laughs to silence to dude threatened me, then I threatened him on stage. The shit got real crazy because I still was like, yo, fuck that. I'll still fight you. I mean,
right.
fuck the jokes. you
Right,
know?
right.
And he was yelling shit at me. I'm yelling shit at him. And then people got all quiet. Then the owner started doing this to me. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. And I get off the stage, and then I'm walking out, and I'm walking to my friend's car because I have a car.
Was it get off the stage or to get your
off the
black
stage.
ass off the stage?
No, it was get off the stage.
Oh, okay.
He could have said black ass, but he didn't. Because then I'd have went after him. I wasn't that type of dude then. Now I wouldn't fight nobody. But then I'd fight the dude. I give fuck. I'm one of those dudes get my ass beat 10 times. Come back fight you for that 11th time. I'm gonna get you one of these times. I'm gonna get one of them.
Right.
And then they literally booed me as I was walking to my friend's car.
Wow.
Like I'm in the parking lot. Show's over.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of people started booing me, and people were like, "Were you hurt?" I was like, all right. Well, now it's on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And now stand up,
Motivated
and then I went back to a place called Who's On First, and I just kept going, and then I went from there to the comic strip, from the comic strip to Catch a Rising Star, and then there's a club, Caroline's.
Okay, I've heard of Caroline's.
Yeah. And then I started getting into clubs as an opener fast because I was so aggressive.
Right.
I was so I was one of those people like wait until like 2 a.m. to go up. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going up.
Yeah.
And I would try 3 minutes tops.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't care. And then I'd get up and do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. I was like, I'm one of those dudes.
Motivated.
Nice.
Grinding.
Yeah,
Grinding.
I'm a grinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grinding.
Nice.
I mean, but I also know that the young me was too, I messed up some opportunities.
Right.
Because I mean, like somebody say some old dirty shit to me in a meeting, and I'd say some shit back.
Mm-hmm.
One dude at 20th Century Fox, fuck you, Ken.
There you go.
Fuck you, Ken.
Ken, you can eat a bag of frozen dicks.
There you go. And thaw them out and freeze them again
Your
and eat them
mama
again.
had herpes when
Whoa.
she had you.
It's an H. Damn.
Ken's a biatch.
Yeah, Ken. Biatch. No.
puto.
This was back in the day. We've gone over a meeting. He said, but look at you. You wouldn't know anything about that. You guys don't read contracts.
Whoa.
In the meeting.
wow.
And in the meeting. And I was like, wait a
Órale.
minute. I mean,
Right.
you mean paragraph 6, Article 5, if you use my likeness in any way, shape, or form, you must pay me or consult with me before you put it on any mugs or T-shirts or anything. You mean that shit I didn't read?
Yeah.
How about you eat a bag of dicks, bitch? And then that was you apparently can't say that because he got scared.
All right.
I didn't jump up at him. I said, "Get the fuck out of here. Meeting's over." And my manager was like, "Oh my god." And so we left, and then after that, we're like, "You'll never work in this town again."
That old bullshit.
That is one
Bullshit.
of those fuckers.
Another
Weinstein.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like I put my dick out on the secretary. And I went and I had a deal. I had a development deal a year later, so that was bullshit.
So if you if that moment happened again and he said that to you
Now
now,
I would just be like, I wouldn't tell him eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, well, apparently you're not about business.
Yeah.
And
It's different.
Yeah.
I'm mature now. I'd be like,
Maturity's a motherfucker.
I'd be
man.
like,
I see
I'm
that
out.
too. I remember he was headlining on Comic View. He was like the main cat, like on the
for a while.
commercials and all that shit. I'd be
on
like,
the promos.
yeah, on the promos.
I was the
hit
promo
joke.
dude for BET.
Yeah.
But after I won the contest, and that was people calling, like they do, what's the show where they call it?
What
Well,
for
like,
comedy?
with singers. With singers.
America's Got Talent and
No, it's another one.
American Idol.
Is that it?
Well, they text and
big
stuff.
one.
Oh, The Voice.
The Voice.
The Voice.
Okay.
Like that's how they did it, and I
Yeah.
don't know why, because I thought the other comics were strong as shit. I won by like a large margin.
Your presence, brother. Your
Well, that
presence.
might have been it, because
Yeah.
I think the other comics, I was more like, I thought their material was better than mine, but I came out more like
Yeah.
hitting. I
That's-
came out
right.
Yeah.
That's
like
what it is.
I was more high
Delivery.
energy in my
Absolutely.
It was joke.
Absolutely.
Whereas the other dude had really
Yeah.
good material, but he took a long time to
Yeah.
get
To
to
get the
it.
delivery.
Yeah.
But when he got to the punchline, he
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
So I was in the back going, he's killing,
Yeah.
but it would be like, and da da da, and I'm walking down the street, and da 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 da, and then the joke.
Punchline.
Whereas I was more like, joke.
Right.
Joke. Like
Right. That's your style.
I was talking about fighting albinos and
Right. Yeah.
and
yeah.
dragging them in the sun and then burning them up and making whiteout. That was my first joke. I used to put like albinos in bottles of whiteout. That's how you correct your paper with some dead dude. And I would say crazy shit like that, and for some reason that made me stand out. 'Cause I would say the most like dark, hardcore shit I could think of.
Yeah.
And people
And that's
are
what I
like,
was going to ask you. Where do you, as far as your material, what inspires you?
or
How do you?
then?
Well, I guess then and now.
Yeah,
Like,
then
how do
now.
you get your material? Like, what motivates you to write your stuff? And because me, when I write my stuff, it's early in the morning. When I wake up early in the
Really?
morning, after I take a
Take
good shit.
shit.
Take a shit, man. I'm telling you, there's something about that release.
That's how you concentrate.
That
He's shitting with his
creativity,
phone.
right?
He's shitting with his phone in his hand and shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You don't ever borrow this motherfucker.
Yeah, you want to borrow my phone? real quick?
No, I never. Wow. Like when
You'll
I'm
never use somebody's phone
they-
again. Just-
No, when
They know too
when
much
take-
shit about me.
Yeah,
They
when
know
I
too
take
much
a
shit
shit, I
about
kind of focus.
Literally.
I don't really be on the phone.
I gotta be a big shit then, huh?
I don't be texting. I don't even be reading.
That's some super competition.
I need to get my shit out.
Hey,
Right.
to
Get
each
shit,
his own,
folks.
right?
No, I write. When do you write? When do you write? Because
I write about real life shit and just funny things that happen in life. That other people probably wouldn't laugh at until you
Find the
expose
funny.
them.
Right.
Yeah,
Find the
until you
funny.
expose them.
I write
Storytelling, shit like that.
I write like periodically. I just like, I don't really write a lot. I don't. I just kind of like think of something funny and go, I'm gonna do it tonight. Like I don't plan or
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say whatever I thought about today. I'm gonna do that shit tonight.
Wow, that's cool.
But
That's good.
when I
It's
first
talent.
started, I used to write like once a week a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And then I would go through it, and the stuff that was garbage, I would be like, okay, that's bad. That's a killer. And then I would do it that way.
Right.
But now I got about maybe 2 hours of material.
2 hours of
I
material.
could do 2 hours easy, and
Oh,
not
wow.
like
Yeah.
you know how people do 2 hours and they start like, so where you from? So what's going on with you? Man, that's a nice car.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
talking about straight joke all the way
Right.
through 2
Oh,
hours.
that's good, man.
Right.
So I mean, but that's grind. I mean,
See, I'm impressed because after like 5-6 minutes, I'm like, man, so where you motherfuckers from?
That's true.
look
You
at
guys
this
come over
bitch is
here.
here. No, I mean, I
Is this
think
thing on? Or?
again, it's grind. Like, I have that mentality, but it hasn't worked for me completely, obviously, because I haven't made it to the level I want. I'm doing pretty good. I ain't gonna act like, oh, my life is so bad.
Right.
My personal life is a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. But my professional life, I'm getting some good stuff.
You know,
That's
you
good,
just
man.
said something there. You're a very interesting person, Shay. I tell you that. You're saying a lot of things. You said something. Your personal life is a piece of shit. They say with comedians.
Horrible.
They say with comedians, that's how it is. You know,
Yeah.
you see them on stage, they're lovable, charming,
Yeah.
but their personal lives, they're hard to deal with, or they're usually some
No, I'm
demons.
not-
There's
yeah.
usually some demons and things like that.
Nah,
though.
man, I'm
Would
not
you-
shooting heroin into my dick. Why do you make it sound like? Why do you
Prophet,
make it
don't.
sound like Man, I heard you got some demons. Heard you killed a prostitute.
So we wear a Maury Povich shirt to do an interview. You know what I'm saying? That's when all the jokes come out. I mean,
Hey, Bill Cosby, baby, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. that don't make it better. No, like,
Would you like something to drink?
No,
real
I'm
quick?
good. Because I don't want to wake up with like
Hey,
a
when
funny
people-
taste in my mouth.
people ask you that shit. Hey man, you need something to drink like this.
Now I look at people different. Like, yo, man, fuck you off
What's
from
in that drink?
Yeah. See what type of sweater he's wearing.
Yeah.
He's gonna wake up behind you, and be like, shh, come down.
Like,
Do some
really?
shit like this, putting his finger in your nose.
We got it on tape. We got it on tape. He's gonna be like, he's gonna be like, I have a secret.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Shane, no grown man should ever say, we say that on the show all the time. No grown man should ever tell another grown man, I got a secret.
That's creepy, yo. That's
Yeah.
creepy.
That ain't right,
It's
man.
I got a
That's
secret, and don't ever say as a grown man, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
We're friends, right? Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me, dude.
Nah, but for me, man, like I wouldn't say I have a lot of demons now, but I didn't have demons the whole time.
Well, that's what we're here for, Shane. We're here to help. We
Yeah,
offer
mentality.
anything,
With the
mentality. You want to
mentality
offer anything you want to
Yeah. No,
say
but
to the people,
I
man.
have like I have stuff that I think that's wrong, but the older me, the younger me would have did it. Like I'm like I don't want everybody out there, y'all, because that's recorded. I don't want you to use this against me.
It's going to be on YouTube.
I haven't. I'm saying that to everybody. But I absolutely could kill people. Like, you know, people like have that moral compass where they like, no, I could never kill a person.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that
I could do that shit and have a sandwich. I could kill a motherfucker in their kitchen and literally go make a sandwich. So I know I'm like that, and then take a shit. But
So you like a funny
flush it?
psychopath.
no, I don't.
It's like, why you painting that picture?
No, I know
for?
that sounds crazy, but I've never had that. Like, I don't have that thing, but I don't act on it. It's
called a conscience.
Wow,
Conscience.
it's called a conscience.
There's a lot of
I
there's a lot
really
of
don't have that. I mean, and I think that younger me kind of realized that and said, never be that way.
Yeah.
But I know it's in my head.
Right.
So
Somewhere.
if you call that a demon, yeah. I mean, I know that sounds like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I
No,
swear
it makes
to God,
sense.
I really,
It makes sense.
I don't, but I don't look at it like that. I like,
Yeah.
like somebody said some dope shit. Like to me, it was dope. I guess because I like dark shit. He said, you know what? Why you're not crying over just 500,000 people getting killed a day?
Yeah.
All over the world, there's people dying all over. I don't hear you crying about that shit. And I thought about that, like, yeah, like right now, ready? Somebody got just killed.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Somebody got killed.
Yeah.
That's the way it
So
is.
that's just the way it is. So like
Yeah.
like even when my dad, when he was dying, he even told me that I got it from him. He's like, look, don't be no bitch. I'm dying. Because he had brain cancer. He's like, I'm dying. That's what the fuck it is. And that's it. For some reason with like death and big things,
Yeah.
I'm not like that kind of like finite. I don't cry as much. I'm more like reflective.
Yeah.
It's the little shit or relationships or people being like bad to me
Right.
or me being, like can't understand why. If I'm going through life and not trying to fuck you over, why are so many people trying to fuck other people?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, because that's just the way it is.
That's the way it is.
So that part bothers me more in life
Yeah,
than
I agree.
if relative dies, I kind of go, there's nothing I can do.
Right.
It's
Like,
free will.
right.
That's the way it is.
So
I'll tell you a story. Like there was this, I was going through some training, and then I met this cat yesterday.
Yeah.
This is some crazy shit, man. I met this cat yesterday, and I literally met him for like about maybe like at the most 10 minutes. Some other guy introduced me to him. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? His name is Moses, or was Moses, and he's 51 years old. And we were talking to him, and he's like, hey man, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go to the doctor because I'm having chest pains. So, oh, you sure you're okay, man? Can you drive? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just gonna go get it checked out. Come this morning, go back to this training. The guy died in the parking lot, man. Like literally, like 10 minutes after we spoken to this guy. Whoa. So that was some surreal shit. We're like,
Wow.
hey, that was crazy. And like you, it made me
that.
reflect because I
I
started.
get more reflective.
You gave me anxiety this morning,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Did I gave him
Yeah,
anxiety.
but did it wasn't a sadness. It's more like, wow.
Yeah, it's like damn.
Like, right.
trip, yeah.
Because my mom literally died of a heart attack, and she was 2 blocks from the hospital.
Wow.
She was just walking to the store up and just had a massive heart attack.
Yeah.
Fell out and died. I had to go, look at her body to make sure it was her. And to me, I don't know why. Didn't cry. I was like, well, I got to call my brothers. I got to call my sister. I had 2 sisters pass. Well, not pass. They were taken out.
Wow.
And so I mean, I was too young then to really grasp it. I'm saying, with my moms and my pops, I was more like, okay.
Yeah.
And that was all because my pops. He's like, man, shit that's life. That's shit.
Yeah.
And he made me like that with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't like
Don't dwell on it.
Yeah, I don't like you said, I get more reflective, like, yo, I need to get on my grind. I need to start living my life a little bit more and taking a break.
Yeah.
Right.
And if I
Exactly.
feel like walking on the beach, I know that sounds corny. Is that corny?
No, but it's true.
No.
Yeah,
It's
so
so-
does that make
it's
like,
therapeutic.
Dude, you talk to
therapeutic.
dude, and 10 minutes later
He's gone.
Yeah.
So
I was.
so imagine we in here now, we kicking it, and then you like he ends up in the.
Hey,
wait a minute, hold on.
Exit all that
Hold
shit.
on, wait a minute. And
Announce
he's
it.
in the hotel with a hooker, and then all of a sudden, he wakes up in the
That's
morning.
real. That's real
He
talk
wakes
right
up in the morning. He
No,
rolls
it's not.
over.
This is not real
No,
talk.
this is real
He's in trouble
talk.
now.
He rolls over
So
and
real
she's
talk.
dead.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, she's
Shit.
dead.
Now, part
Yeah.
of you's
I
like,
still
maybe
ain't
I
there.
fucked her to death, or
It wasn't me.
exactly, or
this
that
shit.
makes you go, you know what? I need to start living my life better.
Yeah.
Do you still
You
pay
do,
her
you
though?
do.
Do you still pay her, Shang, or you take your money? That's my question. That would be the first thing that crossed my mind.
I would think you have to still pay the pimp.
Yeah, you know, just the pimp, right?
The pimp's coming after you if you
Yeah,
don't pay.
right.
I mean, he's gonna come
The
after you.
pimp should still be paid.
He
Yeah,
should
exactly.
still be
First
paid.
thing
But you should get a
Everybody.
discount for defective hoes.
Yeah.
Because apparently this hoe didn't have all her shit together. And
I want a hoe that eat right,
I want-
take care of herself.
I want a healthy hoe. I want a hoe that just, we have one night together and you just up and die on me.
the hell?
What kind of shit is it? But the thing is, hoes
money
don't
back.
have receipts.
They don't.
Can't
You
claim
can't
in
go-
Texas.
Yeah. No, you can in Amsterdam.
Oh, there you go.
Unless it's legal.
What about Vegas? I thought it was legal
You
in
can
Vegas. Is that legal?
actually claim it as entertainment.
There you go.
In Vegas.
How dope is that?
Yeah.
If you saw
America's so
the amount of,
behind.
you saw the drawers of receipts I had. The hoes.
No defective ones?
Nah,
You
nah,
good?
well, nah,
We can't get into deep. We can't
Okay,
confirm
one
that.
had a flipper hand. does that count? Like if she got like one of her hands was like remember the penguin? Where it was just a bunch of fingers meshed together. I wish I was joking.
Great defective.
Remember
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Remember me?
So she couldn't even jerk you off.
Not at all. Because her thumb was
Maybe
like,
she still could.
like it was squished into
In a weird way.
Oh
That kind
man.
of like Lego hands.
But the rest of her was fucking banging. Like all this area was fucking hot. And then that hand came up. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, man.
Just hide that shit.
Oh, man. I mean, we're still fucking. But you gonna have to leave your hand hanging up off the bed.
Don't put it in my view.
Yeah, you gonna have to hang that. You gonna have to hang that club off the bed.
Savage.
That fucking club.
Oh man. If they gave out receipts. We got receipts back for all the whores we've been with.
Man.
I have a drawer full of receipts.
Exactly.
A drawer full of receipts. Man.
So no, I mean, like for me, like I know that sounded like a weird thing to say, but I realized it about myself. Like when I was young, like really young, I killed a dog.
That's psychopathic, right?
Not
That's
psychopathic.
a sign of
Wait
a psychopath.
Wait a
Shane,
minute.
That's what
Let
they
me
say.
explain.
What? He
Killing
likes
animals.
Let me explain. It wasn't like I killed a bunch of animals. I was working at McDonald's and I would walk home because I didn't have enough money for a fucking bus. So I would walk like 35, 40 minutes. And there was this German Shepherd that was constantly always
Oh, he was fucking with you.
he would always come at me.
Yeah.
And I used to carry a staff with me. I used to practice with a staff. Used to do martial arts and all that bullshit. So I practiced, and one night he came at me, and I decided,
Oh, you had to defend
fuck
yourself.
him.
Yeah.
No, it was decided, fuck him. he kept trying to bite at me. He was trying to bite me, and I was swinging the stick at him real hard. And then one time I saw him jump in, and I thought, this is where I could tag him. And I tagged him, and he went down, and he was on his back going, and then
Finish him.
I basically did. I took the staff and I got him right under his arm, right at his
man.
little, whatever arm or paw, whatever you fucking call it. And I know and as soon as I did that, he stopped.
Got him in the heart.
And he stopped. He stopped barking. And like, you know when dogs are, they're
Yeah.
hurt. And he stopped. And I knew then, and because I didn't feel like, oh my God, I killed this dog. I was more like, well, fuck him.
Donatello
said it.
ass.
Fuck this,
Yo, man.
and it was a German Shepherd. He was a big dog.
Yeah.
That's
And
what I'm
I
saying.
thought, well, that's somebody's pet. I didn't go through that. So when I realized that, I don't know why I was introspective enough to go, something in me is not like that. So I'm aware of it. Never do this to someone.
Right.
Yeah.
A
This.
German Shepherd is a big
But
dog.
could
man.
I?
Yeah.
Yes. But would I? No, I'm doing
Well, you said it. You said when somebody fucks with you a certain way, that's when it comes out.
No, like emotionally. I like
Right.
now. No, that doesn't come out then. I know it's there, so I don't
Right,
ever go
yeah.
there.
Right.
But emotionally, like if a woman fucks your heart over, or a friend acts like a dick, and you're like that's the kind
You
of
want to
stuff.
stab them
that-
with a staff.
Wow.
Upside the head
Now,
first. Wait till they stop flinching.
I did not go there. I'm saying
Sorry, it's my demons coming out.
That's
My
your
bad,
demons.
man. That's my yeah.
that's your demons. Apparently, this morning
Right.
when you was taking a shit, there was a lot of stuff on your mind. No, I don't know. I'm saying don't act like you guys sitting over there. You know, there's a part of you that like
Oh yeah.
could do some
Oh, yeah.
real bad shit.
Yeah. They sit there quiet. These guys.
I ran over a cat. I
These
didn't
guys.
I didn't feel no feelings. Like, oh well, you crossed my path, motherfuckers. So too bad for
Bam!
you.
Now, does that make him psychopathic?
Maybe.
Well, did you do it intentionally?
Maybe.
Did you say you
I
ran
cannot-
over a cat?
I-
You looked at a cat.
I cannot confirm. I ran over that motherfucker. I cannot confirm nor deny.
See?
Yeah.
But like when you
Well,
left
dog.
and there's a mashed cat, did you go, oh my God, that was a human being? That was a cat. That was somebody's pet.
No.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
I
You
didn't.
thought, well,
Too bad.
cats running to the street.
It was.
I mean,
it
that's
was
running over a
yes.
cat, and then there's just like wow, and a dog, and it's ha. You know what I mean? Like that's
Okay, if I wouldn't have swung that staff,
He would have bit you.
Yeah.
he absolutely would got me. Because
Well, what
the
makes you-
other two times he tried to get me, I ran. One time I jumped on the car, and I don't know how I did it. I outran him to the gate, and I jumped over the gate, and then he got to the gate because there was this long gate that went down this long road. It was called Hill Street.
Yeah.
And it was a long gate, and I ran where the gate where I could jump over it. I jumped over it, and he couldn't get to me. So the other two times, if I wouldn't have ran, if I'd have just stood there, he'd have absolutely chomped me.
Yeah.
that's a big dog.
So
So
you-
German
Big-ass dog.
Shepherd's big.
So you hit him and you took him out of his misery. So there you go. You don't want him to suffer.
Well,
See, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm sympathetic.
There you go.
you know,
Sympathetic
well-
for him, or him
what,
hurting.
what would make him a psychopath is if you saw this dog and this dog was minding his own business and you just like
Just walked
I
up
just
to the
wanna
dog.
kill that
yeah,
motherfucker.
fuck
Yeah.
that dog.
fuck that dog.
Yeah.
No,
I just want to kill him.
That's
That's psychopath.
That was the third time where I just was like, you know what?
I'm gonna kill this dog.
It's enough is enough.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Enough is enough.
Well, on this
That's
show-
it. And I was definitely swinging to take his brain out.
On this show, this is an open forum. Okay?
Wow,
This is-
I see
we,
that.
We share, we talk. There's nothing to be ashamed of here, Shang.
I'm
There's
not-
nothing. You can let out the demons. We can talk about all
He
the people
keeps
you
going
want to
to
kill in the
demons.
industry and all this stuff.
I don't want to kill anybody in the industry.
Church of Jesus
I
Christ.
don't want to kill Ken. I just felt like Ken needed to be checked. Because that superiority thing, you ever try to get him on stage and there's somebody that's trying to get you and like, no, I'll let you up when I let you up. And they get that little attitude, man,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I'm saying the young me, now I walk away.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't, like even if a dude was like, you know, talking shit to me, I'd be like, you right, dude.
Yeah.
You're right, I'm a bitch. You got it.
Yeah.
Because fuck prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to that
You
point.
get-
You get to the point in your life where you're like, okay, before you want to fight everybody and you're like, fuck you, I got the boss.
Don't disrespect me,
Nah,
motherfucker.
yeah, don't disrespect. Now you're like, fuck you.
I'm
Right.
tired. I'm
Walk
tired.
away, you
You,
get tired,
you
man.
did this joke one time. Oh yeah, I remember you did this joke at the Improv one time when you talked about it. If every female understood the aggression that men had to deal with, if you would just give us head every once in a while,
Right.
then we would just relax. There would be less
Yeah.
murders,
Less murders,
There
less
would be-
arguments.
I remember that joke. That shit was so funny, man.
Yeah,
Yes,
head can
that is so.
head can make the economy better.
That's,
I think it really could. I think it could.
that's so true, man.
It could heal a lot of wounds.
Yes.
Like I mean, like think about you at your angriest about something with a woman, and she just started just giving you the best head ever.
Oh man.
Tell me you wouldn't be like, you know what? We're gonna talk about this later.
We gonna work this shit out.
We'll work it out
Yes.
later.
Yes,
But
that is so
now,
true.
God,
That
if
is so
somebody-
true.
Yeah, so that was where like I was literally arguing with my ex. This is an ex a while ago, and I said if you gave more head, I bet you we wouldn't be fighting.
Yeah.
and she went, what? Really? And I was like, yeah. And then I thought about it like, yo, that's a joke.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's literally came
That's
from. She
yeah.
didn't appreciate what I said.
But it's true
A
though.
long
It's
time
true.
ago, we're not together anymore.
You know, that brings me to my next question.
You know who you are, Nicole.
All right, Nicole. Don't fuck
All right,
this up.
Nicole.
That brings
By
me
the way,
to
our number is what's our phone number here?
818-570-5085. 818-570-5085. We're here with the legend Shang. So speaking of that, you just hit on something again. Relationships. As a comedian who's on the road all the time, performing here and there, how is it maintaining relationships?
That's hilarious.
Relationships, you know.
I was with my ex. Fuck it, I'm saying her name. Her name is Lazier.
Lazier. Wait a minute, Lazier. What's her last name? No,
You might know her. Lazier Gagne.
Lazier Gagne.
And that's her name.
Call 818.
No, I'm saying I was with her, and I still love her to death. Absolutely love her. Absolutely, I would throw the world off the world for her. But you know, she got tired of waiting for me. I guess got tired of me being on the road. She said, "I'm tired of living in your shadow."
Mm-hmm.
And so,
what does she mean by that?
I don't even know to this day. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Is she in the business? Is she a celebrity?
No, she's not in the business. So I don't know what that meant. I still don't know what it was.
Sounds like she was jealous of the attention you probably get. Because I'm sure when you were out, people were just Shang, all over you.
A lot. And you don't understand comics. We work hard to even get people to even see us, like to say, "Hey, I know who you are," or "Hey, I think you're funny." Right. So I think, and I think that I got angry because I was like, well, I'm paying the bulk of the bills.
Yeah,
you're living pretty easy compared to
she wasn't working. She was living.
She wasn't working for a while, and then what she was working, it wasn't even. It was like 1% to my 100%.
So now we got $70 million and $2.
Right. And Murphy job. Yes.
Let
me do my part. Here's my $2 on that $5,000 that we spend in that, and you take that $2. Like that type of.
Yeah.
So I think that made me, I think, probably a little bit, maybe a little bit resentful.
Of course, yeah.
But I didn't realize until she was gone that I was resentful, and I didn't realize until she was gone. But no, I mean, I'd absolutely, no matter unless I get with the baddest bitch in the world right now, if she ever was like, "Yo, I want to get back with you," I'd be like, "I'm down," but we're gonna have to take it slow because I had a lot of realizations why I haven't been with you.
Yeah.
And and it's like she's not the baddest chick.
Yeah.
She's not I'm not going to keep it real. She's not the most brilliant woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something intangible about this particular woman that I wanted.
There's always that one. There's always that one that got away.
It's that chemistry. It's something.
So I mean, I don't feel like bad about. I don't feel like bad like saying that. You know,
that's good.
And
a lot of men don't want to say stuff that they don't want to come to. To say, hey, this is the person that I love, or this is the person that I always think about, because it's all about pride for us. You know what I mean?
No,
I throw that out there.
But I was telling myself driving up here, I was thinking about something with her, and I was like, man, I don't want to think about this chick no more.
Yeah. How long ago was that, Shang?
April.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we saw each other maybe 3 months ago.
Oh, that's still recent. That's still kind of fresh.
We went to dinner around 3 months ago, and then at the dinner I realized, man, this ain't going.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk about relationships on this show all the time. Love and finding that one and dating and all kinds of stuff.
Crazy.
And as you can see, it doesn't matter what you do or who you are, how successful you are. A lot of times when that person gets you, when they affect you in that kind of way, it just doesn't matter.
I didn't want to hit her in the head with a staff.
You want to stab her with the staff?
I didn't want to stab her. I didn't want to kill her with a staff. So, I mean, I wasn't that well.
Bitch, I'll stab you with a staff. You don't want.
Wait a
you know my
minute.
demons.
I have a demon.
You know who I am?
No, you know how I am. I killed German shepherds, bitch. I killed attack dogs. I'm that nigga. No, I don't. Smackhammer would never do that. I realized that, like you said, men don't want to say it. I absolutely realized that I was maybe 50% of who I could be, and I'm at about 65 now.
Yeah,
because I still have, I'm 65 of who I could be, the best I could be. So, which is high.
Yeah. Well, we learned from relation. What would you say you learned from that relationship?
I learned that I shouldn't let work rule my life. I should have.
That's good.
Yeah, and even when I wasn't working, a lot of times I was spending so much time because she has a son.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm putting her business out there.
Yeah.
She got a son.
Lazier.
and Lazier, and I have my 2 sons, and I think I let that get in the way a lot of times too. So it was my fault from the standpoint, because when I get home off the road, I'd want to see them.
Yeah, of course.
They're like, hey, this is my little man. That's my older son Cam. I was like, yo, I want to hang out with them, and even her son.
Right.
And I think that I should have just took them to the side and spent more focused time on her.
Right.
But I was like holding it down. I was like,
put your kids to the side and focus on her. Is what you said?
for a second, yeah. Like
Sometimes,
y'all
yeah,
chill.
sometimes we,
Every once in a
Video
while.
games,
sometimes we
and-
gotta be a little
okay.
selfish, right? We gotta
Right.
be a little selfish.
Like, let
and-
me have some adult time with my
Exactly.
woman, and then, and I think that towards the end I didn't do that enough because I had so much of the bills on me, and not a couple $100, thousands.
Right.
So when it's thousands weighing on you, it's a little different.
Right. Of
Money,
course, yeah.
money has a lot to do with
the ends
broken
meet.
relationships.
Yeah,
Though,
course.
you
But
know,
I
like-
mean,
of
I
course.
absolutely, I'm not gonna call it like she's a whore. I hate you, you whore.
Yeah, we don't like whores on this show.
Nah, but no, I
lot
just,
to
you
say
know,
about
it was
you.
just
you
like-
don't.
Like, unless you're a whore.
unless you're a whore. And
Be in
then,
relationships with. We'll
I
fuck
didn't think
them,
that.
but we don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Two
like,
different things.
Just 2 different things.
Especially the one with the hand like that. With
Yeah,
the
one with the flipper hand. The reason I do this is because I never forgot it, because she said, hey, and she would have touched my face. I went, don't do that. Don't do that.
You're so sweet.
Yeah, don't rub me with your don't rub me with your club. Like, I bet you make the fuck out of pancakes. You clubbed ham hoe.
Hey, Shane, we got this thing on our show, man. It's called "You Do Not Want to Fuck with a Chick with an H." Okay, there's 4 H's out there. Okay, you got,
Wow.
you got hepatitis, you got HIV, you got herpes, you got HPV, and for some chicks, a husband. But you don't want to fuck with anything that has an
I
H.
never do that.
But there are certain females out there. We were talking about this today. That if she had an H, you would still fuck her. Okay, we all named who that female would be, right?
Not I.
No,
you-
yeah, I'm
Wait a
out of
minute.
that shit. This
No,
thing-
no,
we,
you can't
we,
sit there like that.
We. I don't like being added in the we when I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
The 2 married guys,
Like,
the
what?
2 married
Yeah,
guys,
married.
the
Who's
2 married
married?
guys.
Who's
I'm talking about we,
married?
we right
Oh,
here,
sorry.
we right here. Okay, me and Vato V.
No, these guys are married.
I'm just saying, like, the we thing.
you
Gotta
guys
be,
are
I gotta be.
married. No, these
included.
guys are
Me
married.
and
You guys are married.
Yeah.
These guys are married.
That
So
is-
there's always, you know,
That
they-
is very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Right.
You
yeah.
are very lucky.
Yeah, we got 2 married guys and 2 single guys here. 2 single
Okay,
guys.
so you're very lucky. I'm single, and well, yeah, I'm single.
Yeah, but
No,
you
what
are-
I'm saying is, but like, you're very lucky. Like, what I mean by that, and people think it's corny, is look, you can find somebody, you say, you know what, I'm gonna put a ring on this chick.
Right.
This one is the one. This is ride or die. To be able to do that, and like, that means I can't fuck nobody else.
Right.
I got to be responsible for this person's like welfare. I think that's dope. And I never thought before that. I think the realization once I wasn't with Lazier, after that, I realized that is dope. Because I looked at marriage like, yo, fuck out of here. I ain't-
yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So,
This is the man right here.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, no,
Funny,
no. When it comes-
he's shitty with relationships, but he's got a lot of relationship advice. Like
Yeah.
he's great. It's great to talk to
it's
about
called
relationships.
experience.
Yeah, experience
Well, no.
and all that. But some of this shit makes sense, and I'm like, man, what the fuck's going on with you, man?
Well, see, my problem is, you know, every woman has a little bit of crazy about her.
Oh,
Okay?
a little
bit
bit.
of crazy.
Wow.
Right. At least,
no, my ex had a lot of crazy.
Exactly. A lot. And see, I just have a short patience for that shit.
Right.
I don't like dealing with crazy shit, man. I have an issue with
There
it.
was
So
a girl.
that's why I'm
yeah,
single.
There's
you
a
know?
woman that I was
That's why you're
thinking
single?
about kicking it with.
That's why I'm single. Sir.
This girl I was thinking about kicking, and she's already showing me a little bit. I was thinking about. I
yeah.
haven't yet. You know. And she's starting to show me a little crazy.
Yeah.
I checked on your website. I saw all the clubs you're gonna be. I called the club
Okay.
to check.
Red flag.
Called
Yeah,
the club.
I
Wow.
called the club. We ain't
Damn.
even really been around each other. I called the club and checked because I wanted you to call me tonight, but I mean, I guess you were still at the club. I'm like, how do you know that? Because I called the club. I'm like,
wow.
oh.
Yeah.
No.
All right,
That means
listen.
you hit that spot.
Yeah, all right, Pet Cemetery. That's enough of that creepy shit.
Man.
Delete.
Yeah.
Delete.
Yeah,
Exactly.
delete.
See, red flag. As soon as a female, I've been
That
in
was a red flag.
situations where I've ignored red flags with females, and
yes.
it brought me into a life of hell dealing with them. And I says, from now on, if I see any type of red flag, which most females are going to do, they're going to show you a red flag. I'm out. I'm out. So to this day, that's why I've been single. And
Right.
I'm a man of a certain age
You're a
right now.
sabotager too, though. You sabotage your relationships when you feel like you know.
You gotta go.
You
How's that? How is that? How is that? How do I self-sabotage my relationships?
because you find like the simplest excuses to like say, oh, Yeah, I don't like her.
Oh, that's if I don't like her. She's
Oh
a
man,
whore.
She's a whore.
If
she woke up with coal in her eye.
Yeah, that's his guy.
Yeah, if I don't like her, then I'll
that's
find an
too
excuse.
much.
He leaves. Look, he leaves.
That's enough for me.
Really, V? Whatever you about to say.
He's the one.
I'm waiting on you to say
He's
something.
the one that
Come on.
leaves the girl with a flipper in her hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would leave her.
She
Yeah.
got
I'm
a
waiting to see
flipper.
what this motherfucker was talking about. Weed, like what was the weed, and like we
He
decided.
just
this.
said that.
Well, you weren't in the discussion, and neither was Tech. I'm talking about me and Vato.
But what
We were talking
was
about the
it,
girl. If a girl had an H, who would be that girl with an H that you would still fuck with?
And who is it?
Who did you say, Vato?
Jessica Alba.
You said Jessica Alba.
Jessica
Yes.
Alba.
Mine was Nia Long. Nia Long.
Neil Long.
Like no matter what.
If she had an H, I would still fuck with her.
Wow.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's
Yes.
a long time crush, huh? Fresh Prince days and shit.
Yeah, I know.
She's hot,
That's-
man. She is
She
hot.
is
man.
beautiful. I ain't even gonna lie.
To this
She's
day.
beautiful.
I liked her since Boys in the Hood, man. I fell in
Yeah.
love with her when I was, what?
That's a lot.
14,
The
man.
H is that's big.
So she came to you and said, I have this H, and the only way I can get rid of it is if I fuck
Okay,
you. Shaq."
hepatitis,
Then she's gonna give it to you.
Pass it on.
Herpes,
hepatitis.
HPV.
Yep.
What's
Or
HPV?
That's
a
human
female-
papilloma virus.
something like
It's
that.
some type
Female.
of, that's a virus that most females carry.
you
Well, they
warts.
say most men carry it, and they pass it on to females, but females, they're the ones who have to deal with the, like, if they would have a
Discharges
child,
and-
and it could cervical cancer,
Yeah. Okay,
you know, it
wow.
could cause all types of
Okay,
stuff like that,
man.
you know. But it wouldn't really bother you, so it wouldn't really bother you.
Dr.
So.
Delano.
'Cause I'm killing dogs. That's a weird thing that I could say that I actively thought about it and said, yeah, time to kill this motherfucker. Like that's why I'd be like, maybe I need therapy. But no, actually, one of the H's, herpes, HIV,
HPV or hepatitis.
HPV.
Hepatitis
I
A,
can't
B,
think
C,
of
and
anybody
D.
do right now. Maybe my ex.
Bizarre?
That's live.
Bizarre.
That's live right there, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
If my ex said, "Oh, I got herpes," I'm like, "Well, let's rock out."
We'll have herpes together, baby.
The creepy thing
Make
that
sure
would have
we-
happened if he would have saw that dog, not if he killed him, but if he would have just saw that dog and been like, man, that dog got a nice ass, you know? Like, I might get on top of that dog. And then that would be the creepiest shit ever.
That's
But
bestiality.
killing
right
the
there.
motherfucker, I mean,
And I'm
I can
killing
see
him.
that. I've been attacked by a German Shepherd, so I'm all the way on 100 on that. Like,
and I'm talking about this dog.
those are some vicious
This dog
dogs,
was
man.
not playing. He, for some reason, I don't know why they kept letting this gigantic dog out. But I'd walk home. It's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'd hear him come and go, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" And then when he came around, the first time he came around the corner, I saw him. I was like, "What the fuck?" It looked like a wolf. No, some German shepherds
Yeah,
look
that
like
is,
wolves.
yeah.
That
Me
big
too,
as
yeah.
fuck.
And,
man.
and,
80
and
pounds?
I jumped up on the car, and he couldn't get on the car because his claws.
Yeah.
And then the second time, I dusted him. I don't know how I dusted him. I made it to the gate, like I smoked him and just jumped over the gate.
Was
And
this a New York steak strip dog or like a Cali West Coast burrito dog?
this was like I don't know, man, like Inhumans type shit. That
Big ass
motherfucker-
dog.
No, was it East Coast? Was you still in New York when this
No, it
happened?
was
or-
East Coast, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
They eat a little different out here, man. They eat heavy
Motherfucker
like
was-
this.
that
Yeah.
dog was like no joke. So, and like I never transferred it to a woman. Like I never, like even the mother of my child, both of them. I have 2, and one I was never in a relationship with. We weren't boyfriend girlfriend. The other one I was in a relationship with.
Yeah.
And that's the only person I could see where like she's lucky there's no purge. I mean,
I know a few people like that myself. We all know people like that, right?
like if there was a
You got a
purge,
list. You
Yeah,
got a
you're lucky.
list.
that she'd be dead at
Yeah.
12:02. Like right around 12:02, she would be. What are you doing here? And it would be
No words.
Her and the dog.
Yeah. I
Damn
mean,
dog.
But no, I mean, and then I thought about that, like, yo, like you said, you get older and go, fuck
Yeah,
that.
we get
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know what? You know, my son's 10.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. You got a lot to live for. now, man.
I
You
can't
got kids
I
and-
can't go back through time and all the hurt and the fucking
Yeah.
tears and shit.
That's true.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And now, even with my son, either you cool with me, I'm a cool ass dude. You want to fuck with me? If you don't,
Yeah.
before I would like it would eat me up that we couldn't be together.
Yeah.
Right.
Would eat me up, and then now I'm like, listen, man, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life's too short.
Yeah.
Man. Life's too short. I got one last question for you, Shane. We got about maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. If you weren't doing comedy, what else would you want to do in your life if it wasn't for comedy?
Sniper.
A purger.
Fuck, totally purger. Welcome to the purge. I would be man.
A dog catcher.
I'd either be a dog
The mailman.
Definitely would be a dog catcher.
The mailman. He'd be the mailman.
Mailman, like, yeah, babe.
Spitting jokes while delivering mail.
The mail gonna get there. Don't worry about that. Give a fuck about that dog in you. I would either be a social worker.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I would teach martial arts.
That's
nice.
what's up. Wow,
I would
we
be a
all
martial
kind of
arts
dabbled
teacher.
in that.
Yeah, I would definitely be doing that.
So he has his own Netflix special coming in February called Shangri. Tell me a little bit.
February. That's what I was told.
That's okay. So that's what he was told. So look out for that around February.
Yes.
Shangri.
Hopefully February.
Yes.
Then you know how you say something and be like, everybody like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
And I know. I mean, I actually saw it. I already did it. I saw the email. So
I know.
I mean, I know it's real.
I
But
saw
then
it.
then February roll around, man. I ain't see it. And
Yeah,
then
what happened?
it'd be like June. They go, man, what took so long?
Man, what's Shang? Man, now I'm mad.
And
Man.
they got
What's up?
shit to do with me. I've already done my part,
Yeah.
the stand-up portion part of it. Now it's on them.
Yeah.
But it came out really good. I'm
did.
very happy with it.
We saw snippets of it.
Yeah.
It looks very, very
I'm
nice.
very happy with it.
Very
So we'll
nice.
wait to see. And then also, I want to let people know about. Let people watching, if you get a chance. I fucked up. I should have said it in the beginning. Go to my Instagram. It's comedian Shang.
Comedian Shang.
Shang. I know that there's not a lot of comics named Shang. I think there's one dude named Shang Wang out of San Francisco.
Right.
But he's no Shang.
Yeah, he's not Shang.
No
Motherfucker's
Shang.
not funny as me. And Shang Wang, no disrespect, but you're not. And if you don't believe me, we can meet outside, and I can show you my staff,
and then
my
he'll,
staff of death.
and then he'll walk away.
And then you want
See,
no, I would
Shang,
walk away.
Shang sound like some man shit, man. I'm Shang Wang. That just don't.
No,
you know,
Shang Wang.
Shang
No,
Wang
he's
don't sound-
no. I mean, but
Is he Asian or something?
yes, he's Asian.
Oh,
He's out of
okay,
San
yeah,
Francisco.
Hey,
So-
matter of fact, shout out Shang Wang, man. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, but this is the OG. That's
No,
it.
yeah, no.
OG is a
We're good.
No,
legend,
he's
bro.
cool. I don't know him. I mean, but I don't like with comics. I know how hard it is. There's only one comic I used to get mad at, and is Gerard Carmichael.
Oh, I've heard it. His shit comes up on his YouTube. When I looked you up on YouTube, Gerard comes up somewhere. Did y'all beef
Yeah.
it sometime or?
I didn't beef. Somebody asked me a question about him, and I told the truth. I said, "Yo, man, if you're getting silence on an HBO special, then you're not doing well."
Did he get an HBO special?
He got two of them.
Yeah, I don't really like his style, man. He's boring.
But
He's
no,
boring.
so
gotta
I
look
mean,
him
but
up.
I don't wish him personally bad shit.
Yeah.
I just for a minute there, somebody they knew they would push my button. They'd ask me, I go, "No, I don't think he's that strong."
Yeah, I agree.
And
I
I didn't
agree.
think. And there was another comic named Quincy that had cancer, and they asked me about it, and they're like, "Oh, he got a special because he had cancer." I said, "I get it." Then. But it wasn't funny,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, to me,
and
if
I
you're
can
not
show.
funny,
I'll show you the special, and
Okay.
10-1.
We got to wrap
We
it
gotta
up.
go
but
ahead
one,
and wrap
one
it
quick
up.
thing. One quick thing. People think Kevin Hart isn't funny, so he's making a lot of money. His bank account thinks otherwise. That's all I'm saying.
Right? No,
not
no.
everybody's gonna think you funny.
Right. I mean, there's people think I'm horrible. So
no. Hey, well,
lot
we
of
got a
people think
legend
I'm
here.
horrible.
We got
We
a
love to
friend.
have you, Shang. You the
Shang,
man.
thank
Thank
you,
you,
man.
for
thank
joining
you,
us.
man. I'm sorry I talked
Yes,
about
sir.
some dark.
No,
weird
no,
shit.
you're good, man. That's what we're
Sorry,
about.
I went there.
That's what we're
No,
about.
it's all good. That's
Hey,
what
so
it's
we
all
got to
about.
go ahead and end it. Hey, you want to catch all of our? You want to catch this episode? Catch us on YouTube. All of our past episodes on YouTube. Remember, we talked about some dark things today. We talked about some health things today. We're here to help you. Remember,
Yep.
you're good in life, but with our help, you could be the best. We'll see you next week, folks.
Have a good one.
That's a great saying. That's a great saying.
You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.